It is Phone Yeshua. Welcome back to the channel. First, I want to say, yes, there is going to be a live stream tonight at 7:15 ish Central Standard Time. So if you don't see a live stream put up right now, or you don't see the reminder put up, there will be a live stream today, y'all. Yah willing. Second, I want to thank everybody for the condolences and everything. The family member that I lost was a natural family member. It was not even part of my house. It was my brother, my oldest brother in the flesh, and it kind of came unexpectedly. I know a lot of y'all have those. You're part of a ministry or a church that may teach to turn away from your natural family and all that, and they teach so bogusly. It's usually those cultic type ministries that will teach you get rid of your family, get rid of your parents. And what they don't understand is that when you start living Yah's way, usually people start separating themselves from you. Like, I don't go around and tell people I can't talk to you anymore, I ain't talking to you anymore. Why? Because when they see you living, it usually causes them to not want to be around you, not you spending your time trying to get away from everybody else. Your family will start, those that don't understand your life, don't understand your love for Yah, don't understand your belief, don't want to separate from you. So I know these churches teach you that, if you separate from your family, then you just lost the opportunity to. What I'm gonna separate is, you stop talking to them, you stop dealing with them, you run around calling them all wicked and all that. If you just live your life, and this is what I'm finding out, if you live your life and let your light shine, what I mean by that is, if you get around your family and you live what the book says, hey, we're gonna go out and have, or we're gonna go out to have some, I don't know, shrimp cocktails. Oh no, I don't eat shrimp. Then they ask you why. I can't tell you how many people I've witnessed to what the book said, even as far as things like clean and unclean eating. Um, uh, well, I would say what is food and what isn't food. For those that don't know, there were people said there's unclean foods. Well, it's not a food. It's not an unclean food. It was there are clean foods, and then there are things that aren't food. You know, swine or shrimp. Those were never supposed to be foods at all. They were never classified according to Yah as food. The Bible says there were clean and unclean animals. But I digress. It's a whole nother study for a whole nother day. But it ended up happening is a lot of people who said they believed the Bible, they ended up asking me questions like, okay, why don't you eat, pork? Or, okay, how come you can have more than one rib? Or, okay, why do you keep, Saturday holy? Why don't you work on Saturday? And I have actually, through the witness of just living the book without going around and yelling and screaming at people, I actually have had more people come to Messiah, come to the law, come to Yah's ways, Yeshua, and the law by simply living. By simply living. Especially when people, why would a black guy or, Hebrew man leave the inner city of the West Coast and move halfway across the country with his family, buy land in the woods, and build his life that way? What would influence you to do that? You have all these other things you could have done, ways you could have lived. Why'd you choose that one? And once I start witnessing to them, you know, a lot of them get it. A lot of them are like, wow. And then they come back later and then they want to know more. And before you know it, they're asking, hey, do you mind if we have a fellowship? Well, yeah, I don't mind. What day? Well, I know you keep the Sabbath, and actually, that's what I want to talk to you about. It's the Sabbath because I'm kind of feeling something that I should keep the Sabbath too. It didn't come with me screaming at them or calling them heathens or pagans or wicked or sinners. Or, I mean, if they ask me, yeah, if they ask me, so you're saying it's wrong, it's a sin to eat swine? I'll tell them, I'm not saying anything. Let's go to the Bible and see what it says. And what I've noticed is it causes a lot of people to ask questions about my belief, about believing the word of Yah. about keeping of the commandments, about the belief of Yeshua HaMashiach, the following of Yeshua HaMashiach. It causes that interest to peak up and for them to want to know. And I have found that is beautiful. It is beautiful. So a lot of people will try to push their family away and push people away and all that stuff. What I've noticed more is, instead of pushing people away, let your light shine, and those that want to live in darkness, they will scatter naturally. And then those that think that they are living in the truth of the book, they will want to inquire, well, why are you doing it differently than me then? Why are you living the Bible? If you say you believe the Bible and I say I believe the Bible, and I'm, you know, not I'm keeping, the holy days, I mean the holidays, they'll say I'm keeping the holidays. Why are you keeping the holy days? And I can explain to them, well, let's sit down and have a conversation about Christmas and 4th of July and Easter and Thanksgiving and St. Patrick's Day and all those days, and then let's talk about Passover. Let's talk about Feast of Unleavened Bread. Let's talk about Atonement. Let's talk about Feast of Trumpets. Let's talk about Tabernacles. Let's talk about, those things. And it opens up their eyes. And there's nothing greater than having people's eyes opened up to what the Bible says. Nothing is greater. And it is an honor. And I am thankful that Yah has allowed me, as well as all of you, to be a light, instead of, thinking that because you can tell everybody else how they're wrong, or you can push everybody away. And the whole idea of it being a narrow path is not because you push everybody away. It's because people aren't going to be around you. That's what causes it to be a narrow path. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Anyways, bless y'all. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed rest of the day, and shalom.